What's up everyone? I'm Matt with Ozark Overland Adventures, and I am currently at a beautiful rec area in the Ouachita National Forest. Very far western side of the Ouachitas, very close to the Oklahoma border. And I am in the middle of a 3-day, 2-night trip just to explore this area. Normally I would do this in a day trip or just a one-nighter, but this is so far away from home. Thought I would maximize my time and take 2 nights and 3 days and soak it all in. If you missed the first video in this, go back and watch it and then come back to this one, because we're picking up right where we left off and we're gonna go have a lot of fun. So what I'm doing is just trying to finish exploring the Ouachita National Forest. This is all of it. I've explored all of this area yesterday and this morning. I covered all of this little section here. This is Oklahoma over here. I'm gonna pick up on this pink line here and start heading west and then start making my way back. But I've never covered any of this area here, and so that's the goal over the next 2 days. I have no idea what I'm gonna find. The goal is to just see what amazing sites I can find amazing campsites, because what I want to do is piece together a multi-day route for the Ouachita National Forest like I did for the Ozarks with the Ozark Overland Adventure Trail. So that's my goal, and this is the last piece of that puzzle. So when this video here is wrapped up, I will have everything I need to put that route together, and hopefully by summer or fall release that, and it'll be available to the public just so anyone has an opportunity to come check out the Ouachita National Forest. So that's my goal with it, and I'm almost done. We are very, very fortunate in Arkansas to have 2 good-sized national forests with a lot of trails that are very different from each other. The Ozarks, I mean, that's what Arkansas is known for, is more rugged, tons of water crossings, much tighter trails, not friendly to full-size rigs, not friendly to pulling trailers through it either. Although some people do. The Ouachita National Forest is much more mellow trails, much wider trails, perfect for a full-size rig, perfect if you're pulling a trailer, and very much as beautiful as the Ozarks, just different. So I'm really excited to get this project finished, and yeah, because Arkansas is just in a unique place right here in the middle of the country. And I mean, we've got states around us that have very little public land, very little. So we're kind of this little amazing oasis for off-roading and overlanding that I'm pretty lucky to call home. Whoa, that is a legit water crossing in the Ouachita National Forest. Whoa, was not expecting that. Gotta figure out where that goes. All right, I can't easily see the trail on the other side, so I'm sending my drone across to see if I can find it. that is really deep. And if there's no trail on the other side, then there's not really a point in attempting that. Yeah, I don't think that goes anywhere. Yeah, I'm not seeing a trail. Wow, that's a bummer. Huh. Okay, wait, there it is. Ugh, that looks sketchy. Good grief, it goes right through there. Yeah, I don't think that really exists anymore. Oh man, that's a bummer. Well, on trips like this, I've always got to remember that I am by myself. And I would do things differently if I had friends here than when I'm solo. So I'm gonna play it safe and turn around and back out. So I may, once I look at that drone footage on my big monitor, I may realize, oh, you idiot, you could have made that easy, but I can't tell that now. So, turning around. Well, unfortunately, that means I have to do a major reroute, because there's not an alternative to get to where I wanted to go anywhere close. So that's a bummer, but that's all right. It's easy going trail. It won't take me long. Well, I decided to pull up the interactive visitor map from the Forest Service. It's just called Visitor Map in the App Store, because it actually shows what trails are closed, and I wanted to make sure that I didn't mess that up. But that has this road, come on, there we go, as a legal road. There's the water crossing, and then I mean it looks like maybe a county road or something. But that's interesting. All right, I think what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna go. So I thought I was just gonna come over here and connect to where I was going this way, but I want to know about that. So I'm going to come this way and circle around and come back in the top side and see what happens. Now on the map, this is a shortcut. You know how those can go. All right, well, this was highly unexpected. Where is the road? There's the highway. You just let cars go by. Oh, there it is. Over there. Interesting. All right, I'm gonna walk this real quick. Well, I hope you enjoy going out with me on these exploratory trips. I mean, this is what it's all about. It's not about, just always taking the pre-planned route and playing it safe. It's about finding new things and getting out and exploring. Gosh, there's the road. God, this has potential to get deep. Maybe not. Yeah, this is not bad. This is up to my knees. Not even over my tires. It's not over there that I'm not sure about. The bottom's good. Ooh. All right, I can see the bottom. I just don't know if that's getting shallow over there, or if it's getting deeper. According to my pants, it's getting deeper. I think I'm okay. All right, it's getting shallower. Oh yeah, I'm good. All right, I shall cross. I think I'll throw the drone up here so we can see what it's actually like. Wasn't so bad. Piece of cake. Well, that was crazy unexpected. I mean, there's been more like legit water crossings and cool stuff in this section of the Ouachitas than every other place I've been in the Ouachitas. I didn't think water crossings like that existed here. Every place has low water bridges and stuff. That was awesome. Well, it only took me about 30 minutes to get back to the other side of that first water crossing. So let's go see what this looks like. It's not far down this road. And this road looks a lot better than the other side did. Okay, so where does this go? I mean, it looks like there's a beaver dam there that's blocking the road, which is the big mound I saw on the other side. I mean, I don't know if that's a beaver dam or not. I don't think it is, but it's definitely some sort of dam. Well, this is the most bizarre thing I've ever seen. Maybe that's just storm damage and, you know, from a flood. But that's where the road goes. It cuts. And it just comes straight through here and crosses. I mean, yeah, no. Wow, that's flood damage right there. Huh. All right, that gets real deep through that channel. So there is no way. Wow, this is soft. That's crazy soft and squishy. Yeah, there's no way to get through this anymore. I thought maybe that was real shallow there and you could kind of come over some of this, but nope. Wow, that is nuts. Well, now I know, and I can notate that on the map and just avoid this, because that's such a cool crossing. Probably one of the coolest crossings I would have ever done. It's just so long, but nope. All right, time to get back on task and go explore more trails and find campsites. It's getting later in the afternoon, and I thought I would be farther along than this. That seems to be the theme of these exploratory trips. But it's a good day. I found things I did not expect. Yesterday and today. Oh, this one has a bridge. I could have done like all the other ones and not put a bridge in here. We are back on Forest Service roads. No more county roads, Forest Service roads for a while. I don't know why I keep saying we. I mean, I keep thinking that like you're with me. I don't have anybody else here, so I guess that's why I say we. Because hopefully you feel like you're with me. That's the goal. Not a bad camp. It's right next to the road, but plenty big and flat. It is now 3 o'clock, and the goal is to get down to lower elevation, down by the streams and stuff, and try to find camp. Ideally, I would like to be at camp by 4, just because I've got some work to do. Got another video I need to shoot that you will have already watched before this one comes out, hopefully. And that's my goal. So very much focused on finding camp now. While I'm searching for campsites now, the More Expo is less than 5 weeks away. So if you don't have your tickets, you need to get them. There's a link in the description. There's a 10% off coupon code down there for you. And you need to be there. It's in Springfield, Missouri, April 21st and 22nd. And it is a great event. I highly recommend. It's right in the middle of the US. So, you know, no matter where you are, it's prime location. So come see us. We'll be there. Our Jeeps will be on display. We'll be hanging out, meeting people. We're gonna do some sort of get together, meet and greet, food thing with Milestar Tires. Not sure if it's gonna be a lunch or dinner yet at the time of this recording, so be sure and follow us on the social media stuff, Instagram, Facebook, and we'll let you know. But it's gonna be a whole lot of fun, and I hope to see you there. Come on. Well, I hope I don't regret this later, but that is a very cool, ginormous campsite. But I'm not gonna stay there. I'd really like to have something on the water. So I'm gonna skip that one. But I am gonna mark it, because that's a cool one. All right, well, I found this one that is interesting. Kind of a grassy little area. It is on the water, but there's not much water here. Like every stream that I've come across has been just had like tons of water in it, and why is this one dry? That's not cool. I definitely am marking this one. I'm not opposed to staying here, but I'd still like to find something better. This is nice. This is a B. This is a B camp. Still looking for an A camp. Alright, I saw this from the main road and this looked promising. If I can get back to it. stream, but oh wow. Again, this is really, really nice, but it's not on the stream. Like, so what I want is the sound of flowing water as I'm going to sleep. That's what I want. I mean, this is a cool spot. Man, that's a tough one. All right, I'm gonna mark it, and I'm gonna keep going. It's only 3:30. I still got time. But I mean, I could turn around and come back to this one. But it's a cool spot. Okay, the good news is I found camp. The bad news is it is not 4 o'clock. It is 5 o'clock. The other news is it's not a great campsite. It's a good one. It's a big one. It's a flat one. But I've spent the last well, here's what happened. Okay, so where was I? Okay, so I was over here in this area. This is where I was searching for campsites, and I wouldn't find anything. So hopped on highway. I was about on a quarter tank of gas, so I went up here to this little town of Waldron, got gas, and thought, okay, I'll just keep on pushing on. So came down here. That was all right. Came down here, and just a whole bunch of just dirt roads and nothing. And finally found that one. So here's what we got. Just a nice big clearing to call home. There's no water here. It's kind of like in the jungle. I mean, look at this. That's thick. But I mean, it's a nice campsite. Starlink will be amazing tonight. So that's good. I can get some work done. It's crazy to think that a week ago it was lows in the 30s and actually upper 20s and needing a diesel heater. And on this trip just a week later, it's like spring is here and it just feels amazing. All right, camp is set up. Got my video shot that I needed to shoot. That video will have already come out. And I'm gonna get a fire going, get dinner going because I'm hungry. And there is a little bit of trash in this campsite, so I'm gonna try to leave it better than I found it and pick up a few things. It's not bad at all. There's like just a couple bottles and a couple cans and that's it. So yay for humanity on that one. And it's gonna be a good night at camp. Just doing something quick and easy. I've got these little frozen sausage and cheese toasted raviolis. So I'm going to use the rest of those, put them in the Coleman oven. And it's going to be great. Don't spill it, don't spill it, don't spill it, don't spill it, don't spill it. It is much colder this morning than I expected it to be. I expected it to be low 40s, but it's mid 30s. But I stayed warm without my diesel heater, which is great. Slept good last night. But the issue with staying warm without the diesel heater, because I don't like being dependent on that. It's just a lot easier not to have to deal with it. But gosh, there's some benefits to it. Is condensation. I mean, I was warm under my covers, and I'll show you kind of why. But in a tent, your breath, I mean, just breathing in your tent creates condensation, and it's always shocking to me how much moisture absorbs on the tent from your body heat and the difference creating condensation and then your breath. So I don't have a solution for that. What makes the diesel heater so awesome is that it's a very dry air, and you wake up, I mean, not only are you really warm and cozy, but you wake up to a very dry tent, and that's awesome. So I'm gonna have to, I mean, before I close this tent up, I'm gonna have to get a towel and dry out the inside of the tent, because it's just that wet up there. So if anybody has a solution for condensation in a tent, let me know, because I'm very curious. And I know one of the best solutions is to vent the tent. Well, I mean, you open the windows to vent the tent, and that's getting all the cold air in. So it's kind of a trade-off. And I did have the windows vented, though not much. Oh, let me show you this. This is cool. Here. So I got this. You want to know why I know what the temperature is here, like exactly. Look at that. Let me see that. See that little guy right there? That is a Bluetooth thermometer that I just double-sided sticky taped under my tent. And so, camera back there we go. And then it's got a little app, because my rack's aluminum for the most part. My Gladiator's aluminum, and so the little magnetic thermometers, they don't work well. So it has a little app. It's called the Govee. I'll put a link in the description. It's only like, I don't know, less than 20 bucks off Amazon, maybe 25 bucks. I don't remember. But it has a little app, and from the app I can see that it's, I don't know if that'll focus. Come on, focus. Woo. It's 37 degrees and 83% humidity. So it's pretty cool. I like being able to, be in my tent and pull up the app and know, oh, it's cold outside, or it's, whatever. So that's cool. That's handy. All right, here's my tent setup. We'll see if it'll focus in here. So this is my secret to staying warm without the diesel heater, and it's a good down blanket. This is actually a top quilt from a company called Enlightened Equipment, and it's down filled. This one's rated at 20 degrees. You can get them at all different levels. I kind of wish I'd got a 0, but I actually got this for my hammock, but it does awesome in my tent. And then I just got, this is just a little cheapy quilt and sheet set from Walmart. This stays in my tent full time. This never leaves my tent except to wash it, of course. And then I throw this in here when it's colder, and it works amazing. So I mean, a good down blanket is not cheap by any means, but I mean, if you take care of them, they'll last you forever, and they're awesome. So I'll put a link to this in the description. This is a custom one. You can customize your colors, obviously. You know, purple and the what's that, tan? I don't know. But it's just such an awesome blanket. I'm not sure if that's coming through. There you go. Look at all that moisture up there. Man, look at that. That's all up there. I hate that. My hands are frozen. There's actually ice on top of the tent. I'm gonna have to air it out when I get home. But God, it's so cold. All right, the plan for the day is to keep exploring, but heading east, which is the direction of home. And it is 8 a.m. now. Got about 4 more hours to spend on the trail before having to actually get on the highway and head home. So that's the plan. Let's go. Well, I found this neat little spot. Wish I'd found this last night. The creek's right over there. That's a cool spot. You could get 1, 2, maybe 4 rigs in here. Flat spots for ground tents, plenty of trees for hammocks. It is a good site. I like this one a lot. This is a sweet campsite. Got 2 streams here. Wouldn't want to be here during a flood, but got this larger stream here, smaller stream that we crossed going into here. Firing. Someone left lots of wood. It's clean. I like it. This is another really nice campsite. Not a lot of trees for hammocks, so my hammock camping friends would probably not find this one very good. But for ground tents and rooftop tents, heck yeah. This road keeps changing back and forth from old pavement to dirt. And so far, the biggest obstacle on this is all the little trees bending over into the road. Like, they're all over the place. I don't know if they got tired, or if it was from the snowstorm we had a few weeks ago. I mean, it's very beautiful through here. I just didn't, whoa there, hold on. I didn't expect there to be pavement anywhere, but whoa, check that out. Now that's a campsite. Man, this is like a resort campsite. It's got beautiful green grass. There's the putting green. I don't see it. Beautiful firing. Huge spot. Lots of trees. Clearly used by hunters, because you'd hang your deer from that pole and dress it. Like, this is a nice spot. There's no way you're going to find this available during hunting season. But it is beautiful. Heck yeah, I will stay in this spot. There's a lot more campsites over here in this area than where I was yesterday afternoon. Wow. I've already marked 3 nice campsites in a row from the last one. There's nice campsites all over the place here. So I'm curious, you know, when you are out and about in an area that you've never been to before, how big of a deal is finding campsites to you? And how do you find campsites when you're out and about? I recently released a video on how I do it for my recent trip to New Mexico. I didn't do hardly any of that for this area. And yesterday, I wish I had. I don't know if I would have. I mean, I would have found a few. But I'm curious. Yeah, when you're out, do you like, you know, having secure campsites? Do you pay for campsites in places? Do you just wing it, kind of like I've been doing on this trip? Let me know. I'm just curious. You know, I know for our trip to New Mexico, us being Patreon supporters of Lifestyle Overland Adventure Forward was a huge help, because they had been to that area and they marked all their campsites and they share all their waypoints with their patron supporters. And so that was a huge deal to me, just having all of their campsites that they had discovered. And of course we do that too. And so, you know, if you are ever traveling in an area that we've been to before, you can bet, you know, we've got lots of campsites marked and our routes and stuff available to our patrons as well. So it's handy. It's very handy. Because I like yesterday, I would have loved to have found camp much earlier than I did, but it worked out. So let me know. right, another little topic of conversation. I realize this video is kind of random, but that's just how this video is. Yeah, I don't ever want to get to the point where I feel like I've got a formula for putting these videos together. I want them to just be reflective of the trip. And sometimes they take on a theme, like my New Mexico videos did, and sometimes they're just random, like this one. But you know, as I'm just driving down these dirt roads, there's not a lot to film, really, so I just start thinking and come up with stuff to talk about. But I am curious, what is it that attracts you to watch different YouTube videos, you know, in this overlanding, off-roading camping space? Is it the locations? You know, just seeing new locations, seeing beautiful scenery? Is it the rigs? You know, I know, you know, some Jeep owners are drawn to watch channels with Jeeps, and Toyota owners are drawn to watch channels with Toyotas. You know, is that a big deal, or do you even care what vehicle they drive? Is it personality? You know, you like the personality of the creators, like, you know, Brad or Kevin with Lifestyle Overland, you know, Sean. Is it style? You know, Sean and I are good friends. Sean's style is very different than mine. He's, you know, doesn't do a lot of talking stuff like this in the videos, and he gets home and he narrates the whole thing. I don't like narration, so I'm just curious what draws you to the different YouTube videos and channels that you watch. Let me know in the comments. I saw a comment on a Facebook group. I get a lot of inspiration for these from Facebook groups because of silly people who just went on a rant because Brad with Shore Recon, when he first started, he would share the locations of all the places that he went on the screen or in the description, and now he doesn't do that anymore, and so he's not watching Trail Recon anymore because he just feels like, you know, the content creators owe it to share their locations. And so I asked, you know, why do you think we owe you the locations? You know, where's that contract? And he didn't reply. So yeah, I just, you know, is that a motivation? You want to see the different locations and go to those locations, and you get pissed off when the content creators don't share their locations like that I do. So yeah, I'm just curious. Let me know. Cool little overlook that just came out of nowhere. Well, as you can see, I have hit pavement, and it's time to head home and kiss my wife. I hope you have enjoyed this one. It's a little bit different, but I had a blast just out, really just cruising back roads and exploring. So anyway, I hope you liked it. If you would, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Check out our Patreon, links in the description, and for Ozark Overland Adventures merchandise, like my Jeep, because nobody likes taking bypasses shirt, go to shopoverlandapparel.com. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.